مهندس ومعماري الأمن والحفاظ على البيانات. كل الاعتداءات الأخيرة اللي صارت على الأمنية بالسنوات الأخيرة كانت نسبتها أكثر من 20%، معدل يعني ينطق معدل سنوي 20%. أغلبها إجت من البيانات أو الأنظمة اللي كانت ما مربوطة بالإنترنت، فمن ارتبطت بالإنترنت صار من السهل الوصول إليها، لأنه عندها بها ثغرات أمنية عديدة. أنت كمدير قاعدة بيانات أو مدير نظام لازم تفرض عدة سياسات أمنية. مسؤولياتك هاي راح تكون أما بتصميم أو تنفيذ أمنية جديدة أو سياسات أمنية جديدة. أولا تفرضها أنت، database management، عندك database security policy. اثنين، تفرض أنت بقوة، تفرض أساليب قوية للوصول للبيانات، سياسات أمنية قوية حتى يقدر يوصل للبيانات. زين. ثلاثة، تنفيذ دوال مخصصة من الكودات البرمجية أو الخوارزميات أو طرق التشفير أو تغيير البيانات بصيغة أخرى أكثر أمنية. طبعا تستخدم الخوارزميات هنا أكثر، يسمتها هي قناع الإدخال، حزمة إخفاء البيانات. عندما يحاول أن يحصل على بيانات حساسة أو فشي، نستخدم هاي التقنيات، تقنيات التشفير وتقنيات تغيير البيانات بصيغة أخرى أكثر أمنية. Thank you.
And that's why some database management systems like Oracle, for example, they are using this data masking pack for some information like credit card information, ID of some person, some information which are private. You can use this data masking pack, and this is some form of encrypting data. Security measures prevent physical access to the servers where the data resided. Operating systems require authentication of the identity of computer users and implement security models that enforce security measures. Security measures means, first of all, we can prevent physical access. You have some kind of very sensitive servers, so you put them in a locked room and put some alarm there. This is the physical security because you are physically securing the main servers of data in a locked room. Then, first of all, when someone wants to access a computer, the user is using the operating system of this computer. As you know, you have this access to define special users on operating system, define passwords for them. And first of all, before accessing any information, any application, you have one security control in operating system. So you have many steps to go to the information. First of all, physically. Second, operating system. Third, database management system, and so on. And you have security models that enforce security measures. It means that the security model asks you to exactly define password. You cannot go through this step unless you are using a good password. When you are selecting a password for yourself, when you are registering in a site. They ask you to use a password combining letters, digits, special characters, capital letters. It's a enforcement security measure. They are enforcing you to use a uh, wise password. They don't let you to select password 1234 or 1111. They ask you to select a very good password. Um, for example, they ask you to select a password in minimum length of 8, and it must have capital letter, small letter, digits, um, special characters like underline, and etc. Database administrators should manage databases and implement security policies to protect the data assets. Data, it means that data is the asset of a company. It's the belonging of a company. As you want to protect your car because it's asset of you, you should protect your data as well. استغاثة.
التدابير الأمنية اللي يتخذها مدير قاعدة البيانات. أول شيء منع الوصول الفيزيائي، يعني تحطها بمكان مؤمن للقاعدة. ثانيا أنت عندك نظام التشغيل مالتك من وصل للمكان للحاسبة لازم توفر التقنيات خلينا نقول السماحيات الى اليوزر نيم والباسورد، الاثنتيكيشن مالت الدخول للويندوز اما او الاثنتيكيشن مال الدخول اذا كان اس كيو ال عندك. تنفذ بالباسورد تكون شروط معقده شويه، يعني مش تستخدم ال1 2 3 او فد شيء، استخدم ارقام حروف كبيره، حروف صغيره، حروف خاصه، لا تقل دائما طول الباسورد دائما يكون لا يقل عن 10. طبعا هذه معتمده بالانظمه وخاصه الاوراكل قالت عليه الدكتوره، حتى بالاس كيو ال يحتاج من عندك والويندوز سيرفر حتى من الطبله لازم يكون عندك، وبين فتره وفتره يتغير اللي يجبرك ان تغير الباسورد مالته. فلذلك مدير قاعدة البيانات يجب أن يضع سياسات أمنية لحماية أصول
require accurate and timely information. It means you must know what information do you have, and timely. It means it's new information, it's updated information, and you must be sure that we are having information integrity. It means the information are correct. Uh, the information integrity is a basis in information system and database system. Uh, Information system comprised of components working together to produce and generate accurate information. And this is categorized based on usage, low level, mid level, and high level. Uh, Before explaining it, I go to this chart. As you see here, we have two parts. Here in the top, we have information, and at the bottom, we have data. We can say that data is raw information. The databases which we are using are mostly in this level. The raw data, and they are using for short-term goals, and they are operational actually. It means that short-term goals, the data, I give you a query. What is the name of all students in this class? it's a query. On the simple data, a simple data we have in database. When you are selecting this course with me, your information will be added to that database, and I can have a very simple question to see what's the name of all students in this class. And we have here some applications. First of all, we have transaction processing systems. What are the transaction processing systems? I brought you the definition in the next slide here. Information systems, we have transaction processing system. We call it TPS. And here we have characteristics. They are also known as online transaction processing. They are used for operational tasks, provides solutions for structured problems, includes business transactions, logical components of transaction processing system applications derived from business procedures, business rules, and policies. Typical application systems here, for example, order tracking. When you are ordering something online, you are doing online shopping and you want to track your order. Which part is your order? Customer services, payrolls, accounting, student registration, for example, in university, car sales. They are all good examples for transaction processing systems. In transaction processing systems, it means there is a system which is using transactions. Normally, for example, we are in university system, we are registering new student. The student is selecting a course. A course is being taught by a teacher or lecturer, and you are paying for the courses. This is a transaction system, or in a online reservation of ticket, an airplane ticket. It's also a transaction processing system. In these systems, we are having many functions, many procedures, and the procedures are mainly derived from the real world. When you are designing a website for someone, or you are writing an application for someone, first of all you interview with this person and ask them before using computer system how they were managing their job, their business. And a store says you we are selling some things, and we want to have databases from our customers, their information, the history of what they have bought from us. And then you are changing these definitions to a system. You are writing application, you are designing databases, as you have a course software engineering, and you are writing this application. These are transaction processing systems. The systems which we have many transactions, add information, delete, update. We are using the system very much. Mr. Qasim, can you just explain this?
يس دكتور ثانك يو. هون هسه الموضوع على أنظمة معالجة المعلومات. واحد من هاي الأنظمة هو نظام المعالجة الإجرائية. يعني الطلب مثلا عندك الأمر يستدعي عدة مراحل حتى يتنفذ، مثل ضربت عليه مثل هو مثلا تتبع الطلب، كشف الرواتب، خدمة الزبائن، نظام تسجيل الطلاب. يعني أنت مو بس هذا وراها هل دافع أنت القسط أو ما دافع القسط، هذه كلها يسمونها النظام الإجرائي. أيضا يقول يعرف بأنه هو أونلاين، هذا الشغل مالته لازم يكون حتى ينعرف بهالصفة هذه. يوفر الحلول لهيكلة الحلول للمشاكل اللي تطرأ عندك. يتكون بأن طبعا هي المعاملات المالية والمعاملات العمل كلها تكون من ضمن هذا النوع من الأنظمة. Thank you.
Thank you. Another kind of information system is decision support system, which we say DSS. What's the characteristics? This system deals with non-structured problems and provide recommendations or answers to solve these problems. It's capable of performing what-if analysis uh, and contains a collection of business models and is used for tactical management tasks. We have some systems we call recommendation system. When you go to an online shopping system like Amazon or eBay, you buy something, then the system offers you that if you buy this item, some other people who bought this item, they also bought that item too. This recommends you. Or Facebook, Instagram, and the social network systems, they offer you based on your what you like, for example, before who are your friends, then they recommend you, maybe you are interested in this page too. These are recommendation systems. In DSS, it means decision support system. It means that it helps you to make some decisions. Facebook or Instagram helps you to find other pages that you may be interested on them. And decision support systems also helps you to do risk management, fraud detection, sales forecasting, and case resolution. It means that, for example, using database, using data about attacks to a system. We have some attack to systems. We have some databases which we recorded all the attacks to some system. Then we have a learning system, an intelligence system, artificial intelligence system, which can check this, do data mining, find some relations between attacks, and when there is new attack, the system can find this attack. How the Google, Gmail, for example, or Yahoo Mail can find the trash, the spam emails, because the spam emails have some special kind of formats. They are mainly for advertisement or some special characters or words. They are repeated in this kind of emails. Then they can classify the information, the emails which are spam and are not spam, and separate them. And also we have some systems for weather forecasting, for example. The forecasting of weather in 10 days later. How they can do this? They are using satellite information as well as the information for your city in past 20 years. They are checking the information of the weather in past 20 years in your city, and then they predict how will be the weather in 10 days later. Or the price of gold, oil, uh, prediction of the changes in the price of the exchange rate of dollar, for example, for real in Iran. They can use the databases, the data to forecast information, to predict information, and this is data decision support system too. This kind of applications, unlike the transaction system, in the transaction processing system, we have many transactions in one moment. But in decision support system, they are using mainly the information which are not using anymore, but we use them to have statistics about data and use them for artificial intelligence systems and other systems such as this one, or recommend something to the user and other things. Mr. Wasem, can you explain this?
Yes.
And I
اخوان، بالنسبه للنظام الثاني من هاي الفئات هو نظام انظمه اتخاذ القرار. هذه تختلف عن النظام اللي قبله الترانسكشن. بيش يختلف؟ بانه ذاك اجرائيه، ذاك خطوه بعد خطوه، هذا لا، لازم تاخذ بها قرار if او else، خلينا نقول انها يعني مثلا من ضربت مثال بانه من تدخل الى متجر يقول لك بانه هاي العمليه اذا اشتريت من هاي قطعتين او ثلاثه راح اسوي لك تخفيضات، اذا ما اشتريت من هذه ما لك شيء فد شيء. فهذا تتبع اجراء لحظي، قرار معين من عندك لازم تتخذه. العمليات مثلا اتخذ، احنا نعطيك مثال الجوجل عندنا، اللي دائما هاي الرسائل اللي تجيك يخليها بالتراش او اللي يخليها غير هامه او فد شيء. ليش؟ لانه بيها بيانات غير مشكوك بها، فصنفها بانه بيانات ضاره. مثل التنبؤ بالمبيعات، طبعا هذا حسب دراسات يقول لك تجرى على المدن هذه، شو اشترت، شو باعت، شيء. هذه الحركه التجاريه اللي صارت بها بالسنوات قبل هالدراسه هذه، خلينا نقول اللي عتها الباحث او فد شيء. التغيرات، الكيس الريزوليوشن، مثل التغيرات بالعمله، وعلى اساسها ان يتخذ قرار معين. فاذا هي انظمه تكتيك، انظمه اتخاذ قرار، انظمه تعتمد على القرارات، يعني يا اما نعم او لا، حتى تمشي بالخطوات السابقه، عكس اللي شفناه بالنظام اللي قبله الترانزاكشن سيستم. ثانك يو دكتور.
Is there any question? Well, one moment.
Yes, doctor, if you allow me. Actually, it's not a question, it's more kind of information. If you have an idea, the highest number of lecture in this semester is in your class. Today is we got
Works in a group. You have a WhatsApp group, and I will put the homeworks. You are right. We have a 2 week actually vacation, maybe more after we come back. I think 3 weeks. We have 3 weeks from today. We have 3 weeks until the next session. I will put the homeworks. And also, as I said before, we have one paper. You should find a new paper which is related to database and database security. And I asked you in first place to find 3 papers, but we discussed about it and we managed to, we decided to make it one. Uh, and you should prepare PowerPoint presentation for the class. Uh, it can be done in group of two. The final exam has between 12 and 14 degree, and the other parts like homework and presentation will have 6 to 8 points. It depends on how many homeworks I will give you in the semester. I'm not sure yet. But it will be between 6 to 8 points for all homeworks and the presentation in the class, and depend on the number of the homeworks and other um exercises or exam. It will be 12 or 14 points for final exam.
Actually, it's a request if you allow me, please.
Yes.
Uh, could could we change you or us choose to select a paper and review